Hi, it's Scott Vogel on sex addiction, and I found a really good article on the sexaddictioncounseling.com blog put up by Linda Hatch, and it talks about the 6 things that help marriages survive during sex addiction. What I like about what Linda Hatch says here is that couples can get through the crisis once they realize that it actually is a crisis, and the 6 basic things that they must do. The first one is that they need to do the work, and what she says that's important here is that the partners must also be in therapy because they need to deal with a lot of what they're going to have to go through to support the addict. They're not the cause of the problem, but they'll need to do some work around it. Getting separation from each other at the beginning of treatment is important so that the addict is getting the treatment that the addict needs away from the partner. And abstaining from sex to 6 months is vitally important because the sex addict has to relearn what healthy sexuality is. It's not abstinence forever, it's just for this period of time. And it's difficult for a lot of people. The fourth is to get premarital counseling later on. Each of the partners in the couple should get their own therapist and their own 12-step support group so that they can work on themselves as well as work on their relationship. And this is what I really believe is true, is being honest more than you ever thought, because that's what healthy intimate relationships are all about. Intimacy into me I see is being totally honest and intimate. And the 6 is being prepared to continue to work on the relationship. Relationships take work constantly, and in the aftermath of a sex addiction, putting a relationship back together is challenging, especially when it comes to rebuilding trust. And it's important, as I heard Deb Corley discuss at the SASH conference in September of 2012, she talked about creating contracts that when something happens, there's a contract that says, here's what we're going to do about it. Here's how we're going to handle it. So I just thought that you might be interested in this article and these 6 things that people can do to help save a marriage during a challenge with sex addiction. This is Scott Vogel with On Sex Addiction.